So what's going on, Gas Gang? Today we are back with a really cool update video on a four-wheel drive big power Honda Integra DC5 Type R build. We are down at autotorque. Guys, we are running down the specs of the new engine build, and also we got some sick goodies going on this car. Guys, you're gonna love it, so stay tuned and let's get it. Welcome to Officially Gas. Let's get it. So yes guys, as the intro said, we are back down at autotorque. This is now our third video on the four-wheel drive Honda Integra DC5 Type R build. The last video you guys would have seen would have been the one that, unfortunately, yeah, I labeled it as scammed because I bought this engine that was absolutely rotten. It was sold to me as a forged engine, which it was. However, it looked like, I don't know. I don't know who built that engine, but shame on them is all I'm saying. I know a lot of you guys would probably like a kind of a series on the guy who basically sold that engine to me and so on and so forth, but it doesn't really need to go there. I think I'll manage that off camera. Yeah, today is positive. Today is positive because guys, we are now gonna be able to give you the new engine spec and the kind of the build that we're going for. Also, we got some sick updates with a four-wheel drive system that I can't wait to show you. What I'm not going to do is talk too much. We're going to get straight in there and talk to Josh down here at autotorque, who's basically been doing the build, and yeah, go from there. So let's get in there and see him. All right, guys, so we are now in autotorque's engine room with the main man, Josh.
How you doing?
I'm good, bro. Welcome back to the channel. And you've shown me, we'll show the guys in a bit, but you've shown me all the hard work that you've been up to and all the kind of progression with the DC5. I can't wait to show everyone, so thank you so much for that.
That's no problem.
The last time we were in this room, we were calling it the room of negativity.
Yeah.
Because it pretty much was. We still have my stock engine there, which was basically, well, it's not reusable. And then we had the engine that I brought to you, which was like the worst engine I've ever probably seen in my life, forged engine. We've pretty much been going backwards and forwards. We've worked out the engine spec that we're going to go with. Also a shout out to MK Performance for their support with this too. Do you want to talk us through what we're doing now? Yeah,
so the block is currently sent away.
Yep.
It's having the bores sorted out, basically overboard, 1/2 mil oversized for the new forged pistons. Yep. White echoes from memory. It's also having a CSS carried out on it, not like a cheap one, like a proper one, where you machine out around the sleeves and press in a new piece, etc.
Yeah, and for people who might not know what that is, it's basically cylinder strength support or something,
it basically stands for cylinder support system.
Got you.
So it stops sleeves, shall I say, from being able to sort of like walk or move under high pressure, basically.
Got you.
Which can lead to like cracked sleeves or blown head gaskets and stuff like that. So it's a bit more of a reliability type thing. So forged rods, pistons, bearings, all like sort of hardware where it needs to be done, new oil pump, timing chain guides, you know, all the usual sort of stuff that's been ordered and all we're waiting to get to come in now. So.
And then we've also opted to build the head too.
Yeah.
Kind of. Apart from one thing. So basically, I'll let you explain. I'll let you explain.
Yeah. So the cylinder head. To begin with, we wasn't going to go too mad on it. We sent that way to another company just to have it basically pressure tested, checked, make sure there's no cracks, flatness, etc. Found out that 8 of the exhaust valves were bent and 2 of the inlet valves were bent. So they're now been replaced with, I want to say, stock size skunk valves, titanium and Inconel, new valve springs, stem seals, etc. So it's kind of turning into a fully built head. Yes. But at the moment we're going to just run the DC5 cams. Yes,
which for people who aren't in the know is a kind of an upgrade that people do with a normal K20A2 engine, right?
It's one of them where, like, if you've got it and you're not looking to upgrade, but you've got them sort of like to the side, then it's like a worthwhile upgrade whilst you're sort of just swapping things over because like it's a noticeable difference, but not massive.
Yes. So guys, yeah, that's pretty much our engine spec. We're not messing around. We're building it, and we want to hit circa 600 plus brake horsepower, which we should be able to do. I've got a couple of different turbos. I've got Precision 62 from my old setup, and I've got the Pulsar GTX 3076R. I think we're going to go with the Precision 62. Also, we've got a twin plate clutch that we're now fitting to, which is cool. So I think as far as the engine room's concerned, for now, that's pretty much it. But what we do have is a bit of good news and a bit of, we got some cool kit that's went on the car.
Yeah, a bit of an upgrade.
We've done a little bit of an upgrade, guys. When I told you this thing's going to spiral out of control, it's going to get bad, but in a good way, if that makes sense. So what I think we'll do, might as well walk through, right? So guys, what we do, we're going to walk out of here, and as you see, we have the DC5 sitting right here. Still obviously no engine in it because that is away and getting all the nice bits done to it. But what I thought we'd do is start by showing them the work from inside the car, what you've been up to, if that's cool.
Absolutely.
So I'll go around this way. So I'm gonna come through here. Obviously you guys see it is completely stripped out in here. Josh, tell us what's gone on, man.
Yeah, well, we've got a big hole.
Whoops. Okay, so as you see, guys, we have got a hole that has been cut here, and obviously that is it's a transmission tunnel basically, and as you see, that is a prop there. Now I'm not going to tell you what prop that is until we put this in the air, but do you want to kind of give us a talk through what's been done here and why? And
So yeah, to begin with, I actually started at the back end of things, mounting a diff, etc., and then worked my way forwards. Since then, I've sort of like trimmed and tidied up the tunnel. This is kind of basically where it's going to be in size-wise, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like that's the size of the tunnel is going to be. At the moment, I've just been mocking up.
do you want to show them? That's quite cool.
Yeah.
So I've seen people put in the it looks like they've cut a drain pipe in half and put it over and just welded it, but no, we're going to do this properly.
Yeah. So the rough idea is.
Look at that.
Black
That just
like
sits so nice, bro. We just leave it like that.
Yeah.
Cardboard, it'll be all right.
Yeah, a bit of CAD there, a bit
There
of
you go.
cardboard aided design.
So,
yeah, that's a sort of general idea of how it's going to be
Yeah.
once it's all made out of metal, etc., and
Yep.
put into place, and that'll strengthen it up quite nicely.
Yeah, cool. And I think if we walk around the back, they can just kind of see where the diff's peeking out. So we're going to the back now. As you can see, this car is properly stripped out. We've got a little hole here too to let the diff through.
Basically, that will all be tidied up. At the moment, that was just made just to get the diff in, but
Yeah.
I'll make something same again with like the tunnel where I'll have something enclosed, and then for those sort of people who know,
Yeah.
they'll know that that's not a CRV diff.
So let me kind of explain. Do you know what? Right, while I explain, you lift the car up, yeah?
Fine.
All right, guys. So after I showed you my setup, my running gear for this four-wheel drive, a lot of people were like, CRV stuff's good, but it's not going to be strong enough to take the power I want to run, which is 600 plus. So then I kind of thought, what is the best option to go for? And everyone's telling me you need Wagon bits. So Wagon bits are basically off a early 90s Civic Wagon, which is really, really rare. And then the running gear off that is even rarer because everyone wants it. People from America telling me we can't get it. People from all over the place telling me we can't get it. Well, guess what? Shout out to MK Performance on this one too, because what you are looking at here is a Wagon diff, prop shaft, viscous coupler, drive shafts, the whole shebang. So yes, guys, we are now running Wagon running gear on this bad boy. And I've seen kind of varying things, and you always kind of get varying kind of opinions on how much power this can take. But I've seen 1,000 brake to 1,300 brake.
Yeah, people really do put these through to their paces like this sort of setup. And once they upgrade sort of dry shafts or something like that, sometimes put an LSD in or something.
Yep.
But yeah, the drivetrain can take so much power. It's actually quite mind-boggling.
That's it. Oh, and also, what we didn't have before, totally forgot, guys. We're not messing around. So we've got a Hub City Performance rear diff mount.
Yeah, so after a bit of research, discovered that there is someone who does make a bit of kit for these cars for four-wheel drive systems, and yeah, that helped out big time, not having to sit there and work out exactly everything from scratch. So yeah, it was nice because that works with both the CRV and the Honda Wagon diff.
Yep.
So once that's in place, you've got a bit of a reference point where to work off of.
Yeah. And it looks cool, man.
Nice.
It looks proper, and what I love too, and guys, like, this is still obviously needs to be kind of all boxed off and that, but the way Josh has done this prop shaft, Like the transmission tunnel is so good. Like it's tucked up in a way. It's hard to see from this point, but basically it's all tucked. Like, and bro, in fact, what is cool is, do you want to spin the prop? Look at this, guys. 4-wheel drive, baby. Oh yes, we are spinning. Check it out. Look at that. So we are all good to go. And he has mounted it. And also there's like a crossbar here that's kind of, you have to kind of do a bit of jiggery pokery.
Tied into the chassis legs.
That, basically secures it. So we have got a wicked diff mount, wicked running gear, a forged engine pretty much, that's going to be a really good spec. Pretty much now the weakest point on this build is going to be the gearbox.
Yeah, transfer box / gearbox, depending on how much you launch it.
A lot.
So, yeah, I'm not too sure what would come first. I think they both got their areas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, I think, look, we're going to build it up, see how it goes. If that breaks, you know the rule, it breaks, we upgrade it. That's how it goes. Also, whilst it's here, because it's a bit of cool kit, should we show them the clutch?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. All right, cool, yeah. So we've got the twin plate clutch. Another wicked bit of kit. I mean, this is going to help us achieve the power we want. Absolutely. And also take the stress of me kicking its head in. Hopefully. So yeah, that is pretty much our setup. So yeah, guys, things are properly coming along now. This is the front part of the wagon prop shaft, which kind of goes from here to the transfer box, which obviously, I don't know if you can tell, but this is slightly longer. So there's going to have to be some adaptations there.
Yeah, prop's going to be shortened and have an adapter from the prop flange up to the transfer box flange. Because this being a wagon prop, the flanges are different to this transfer box flange.
Got you. But I'm so excited to show these guys that we got the wagon bits. And guys, if you're in the 4-wheel drive of the Honda kind of community, you will know how rare right now these are to get. And we managed to source some. So a massive shout out once again to MK Performance, because yeah, he come through with those bits, and yeah,
even
serious
just the
build.
viscous.
Yeah, the viscous is
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So and once again, yes, not cheap, as you can imagine. Supply and demand, they they charge a premium.
I do.
But guys, we've got it, and yeah, kind of now you know. This is just like a little update of where we are. What would you say the next steps are now?
Well, the tunnel's going to take a bit of time, a bit of trial and error, because we want to try and get it as nice as possible.
Of course.
From there, it'll be tidying up any sort of rough edges, starting on that rear diff area where I need to box it in the hole in the spare wheel well.
Yep.
Box in where I've cut through like the rear cross member for the brace, the pub seat performance brace, and then measure up the prop length and get the adapter made.
Yeah.
From there, that'll be pretty much the 4-wheel drive system done, and then I can start working on the spare wheel well area, fuel system, and where I'm going to mount stuff.
Yeah. So we're kind of a way in, but there's still a way to go. So it's going to be a journey.
Yeah, it's like big chunks. You've just got to work at one system at a time.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean, look, wicked progress. You're actually seeing it come together. I love the fact that we can spin that, and that moves, and that moves. So yeah, we're nearly there. It's kind of 4-wheel drive. We're kind of there. But yeah, a wicked build spec. So guys, there you go. I don't think there's too much more to say, really. Yeah, we're on our way. We're on our way. So yeah, I think we'll end the video here. Once again, massive shout out to yourself, Josh. Thank you for all your help. This guy's a proper hard-working, proper engineer down here at autotorque. And yeah, guys, if you have enjoyed it, please don't forget to like, share, and hit that subscribe button, because this journey is going to be crazy. Also, a massive shout out to autotorque. If you want to know a little bit more about what they do down here, please check the links below. You will not regret it. Proper cars around, as you see, R34, R34, and there's more here. They do a lot of those. But yeah, anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Peace out.